Hello and welcome to today's video. In this video, we will discuss the badass animals of Serengeti. Let's get started. The main reason for traveling to Serengeti National Park is to see wildlife in a vast, unspoilt natural environment. We can assure you won't be disappointed one bit. 10. Cheetah. The cheetah is the world's fastest land mammal. With acceleration that would leave most automobiles in the dust, a cheetah can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in only 3 seconds. Wild cheetahs are thought to be able to reach speeds of nearly 70 miles an hour, although they can only sustain that speed for about 30 seconds. These cats are nimble at high speeds, able to make quick and sudden turns in pursuit of prey. There's some debate over whether cheetahs are big cats. Some scientists argue that the term only refers to cats that are capable of roaring: lions, tigers, jaguars, and leopards. Cheetahs can't roar, though they purr. Still, conservation groups tend to embrace the wider definition of big cats that also includes snow leopards and cougars. Even though their speed makes them fearsome hunters, cheetahs are the most vulnerable of the world's big cats. The International Union for Conservation of Nature currently lists the cheetah as vulnerable to extinction. However, in recent years, scientists have argued that cheetahs should be considered endangered instead, pointing to sizable losses in cheetah populations. There are fewer than 7,000 adult cheetahs remaining in the wild. 9. Leopard. A leopard is a medium-sized wildcat that is natively found in a variety of different habitats across sub-Saharan Africa and southern Asia. A member of the big cat family, the leopard is an agile and opportunistic hunter that has been able to exploit habitats unused by other large felines as it spends a great deal of its time high in the tree branches. There are 7 different subspecies of leopard which differ in their appearance and geographic location, with the African leopard being the most common and widespread, and the others being the rare Amur leopard, the Anatolian leopard, the Barbary leopard, the Sinai leopard, the South Arabian leopard, and the Zanzibar leopard. Although the African leopard populations are stable throughout much of their natural range, the story is different for the remaining subspecies that are often isolated and critically at risk. 8. Hyena. Hyenas are famed scavengers and often dine on the leftovers of other predators. But these hardy beasts are also skilled hunters that will take down wildebeest or antelope. They also kill and eat birds, lizards, snakes, and insects. In an increasingly overpopulated Africa, hyenas and humans come into frequent contact. In fact, the Maasai people of Kenya and Tanzania actually leave their dead to be consumed by hyenas. However, these intelligent and bold animals will raid food stores and crops and are blamed for many livestock and even some human deaths. In some areas, they have been heavily hunted as destructive pests. 7. Python. Python is the world's longest snake, with reports of individuals up to nearly 30 feet long. These snakes are all muscle, which is what makes them so potentially dangerous. For the past several years, roughly 1 or 2 people a year have been killed and swallowed. These snakes kill their prey by squeezing or constricting them to death. Pythons live in forests, agricultural land, and even cities throughout Southeast Asia. 6. Nile crocodile. The Nile crocodile is one of the most dangerous species of crocodile and is responsible for hundreds of human deaths every year. It is common and is not endangered, despite some regional declines or extirpations. 5. Elephant. It's the world's largest land animal, and seeing one in its natural habitat is simply thrilling. In the Serengeti, these gray giants roam the plains and disappear into the woodlands. Female elephants live in close-knit clans and family bonds can last for 50 years. Males often leave the clan after 12 years to roam singly or form bachelor herds. Elephants frequently visit waterholes close to lodges. They are peaceful when left alone, but if an elephant feels threatened, get out of the way. Nothing's scarier than being chased by an animal that weighs 7,000 kilos. Imagine the weight of 7 stacked cars, and trumpets loudly. 4. Buffalo. Not quite the lazy bush cow you might imagine. The buffalo is one of Africa's most dangerous animals with very few predators. Lions might try to go for a calf, but are likely to pay the price later when an angry herd takes revenge. Buffalo need to drink every day, so they are often found at a waterhole. Although they can be notoriously bad-tempered, especially when they're injured, their wise gaze, as once described by a novelist, they look at you like you owe them money, makes them thrilling to see. In the Serengeti, buffalo come in very healthy numbers. There's a good chance you'll see herds with over 1,000 or more of these thrilling animals. 3. Rhino. They are rarely aggressive if unprovoked. Rhinos prefer to roam unhindered and undisturbed. However, if they perceive a threat, they may defend themselves by charging. Female rhinos are often very protective of their calves. Avoiding human-wildlife conflict is a key to ensuring that animals and people can thrive together. 2. Hippo. With so many dangerous animals in Africa, many people often overlook the fact that the hippopotamus is actually the biggest killer of humans of all large African animals. Although hippos are herbivores, these highly territorial animals are estimated to kill an incredible 3,000 people per year. Male hippos fiercely defend their territories, which include the banks of rivers and lakes, while female hippos can get extremely aggressive if they sense anything getting in between them and their babies, who stay in the water while they feed on the shore. 1. Lion. As the apex predator of the African wild, the lion is one of the world's top predators. Whilst humans are not their natural prey, each year an estimated 200 people are killed by lions. Sick male lions are mostly responsible for this death rate, along with opportunistic attacks in areas where the lion's natural prey has been depleted. Whilst there have been a handful of reported deaths of tourists or guides being killed by this keystone species during a safari game drive, these cases are very much the exception. The vast majority of humans killed by lions are of locals going about their daily lives in or on the fringes of African game reserves.